Okay, I gotta start my stuff all up. Gonna have like a sketch going on, so. But I also found out I can have a cursor. So I'm actually gonna redo the sketch actually. So I have like an idea. So let me get the character up real quick first. Okay. Oops. Little too close. Sometimes it is so difficult to use the iPad. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then okay, let me pull up chat on my phone too. Give me one second. Oh, I didn't even unmute. Okie dokie Loki. Never mind. That doesn't look like a YouTube link. There we go. I almost hit the wrong thing. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, so I should be okay. So I'm gonna hit stream. There we go. So, I have an idea of what I want to do. In order for me to do it, I have to pull out a very specific manga. And I don't know which book it's in. I think it's in book 1. I'm gonna go on the whim and say that it's probably book 1. Let's see if I can find it. Because I have a habit of using the Kingdom Hearts manga as my reasoning to do anything. Because it's the Kingdom Hearts manga. So all of this is just gonna be sketches at the moment. Would like to move that over a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna grab my cloth real quick. Because I don't have like a protector on my screen. I really should, and I probably will at some point. But it's kind of a bit of an investment. Because it means that I can't do any kind of iPad art for a small point, which kind of sucks. And I really don't want to do that. Because I think it takes like 2 days to do it. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna probably get a new screen. Because this one is a little on the scratched side. Like, it still works and everything. Okay, I thought that was a bracelet. I could give her a bracelet. They named her Jelly. And I think I'm actually gonna keep that. Because I do actually really like that name. So, in the manga, they used, they have like this, window that, Sora was looking through. And I kind of thought, because it would be kind of cute and funny, is to have her looking at jellyfish. I gotta remember the exact one. I think it's the moon jellyfish. I think this somewhat looks like the moon jellyfish a little bit. So we're gonna copy and paste that. And now we're gonna duplicate this quite a bit. Because I want a good amount. so we're gonna go here. And put one by the hands a little bit. Oops. Yeah, so we'll put one by the hands. And then we're gonna flip this one like this. And then take this one like that. And then, you know, just kind of put it everywhere. Like that. And then this one is gonna go right here. Right in between the fingers, like so. And now we're gonna make some smaller ones because I want it to look like it's further away from the glass. So give it like the illusion that it is like further away. Like that. And then take this. I'm gonna actually put like one more, just because I feel like it's a little too empty. See, that looks so much better. And now we merge everything down. I don't know, I have a habit of like going through the Kingdom Hearts manga, finding like facial features or like poses or something that I like, and then just kind of like going from that. I don't know, it's a weird habit that I have. A lot of another Sona I have, which is a axolotl named Tucker. He has a lot of Sora facial features and a lot of like Sora facial poses, so it's kind of nice to, you know, to just kind of to use Sora as a thing. So what I'm gonna do, make my life easier, is I'm going to that's not gonna work out. Okay, we'll draw it this way and then we'll flip it. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Obviously not following Sora's facial features, even though his face shape is very close to Jelly's. It's just hers has a bit more of like a curve in a way. I kind of already got lore for her, kind of. I know I kind of want to have something to... I don't know. I kind of want to treat it like an Oni situation, because I do have another character that is like an Uni. Okay, I actually hate how that looks, so we're gonna fix that. So I have a cat koi fish Oni that I named Tatsuki. For the life of me, I can't remember what it means in Japanese, but I have a habit of when I name characters that are like based in Japanese, I tend to stick with Japanese names. I don't know why. I just kind of have like this habit. I guess it's me like wanting to stay with like the culture. So I think it's just a matter of me wanting to stay with the culture, I guess. See, Sora has his eyes like that. And Jellies has her eyes like this. So I don't really think part of Sora's eye is gonna be able to transfer properly. And that's just kind of expected at that point. And now I'm gonna move the eye a little bit. And then we're gonna copy and paste that. And then we're gonna flip it like that. Separate it a little bit. And then add some of Sora's face things. I also not gonna do the... Sora has like his mouth like wide open. I'm not doing that. Because I want it to kind of look like... I want to have it look like she is extremely shocked. So I'm gonna... And then... I gotta, like, process the hair. I think what I need to do next after this is a ref sheet. Because I think that's why I'm having... like, a tougher time drawing Jelly's hair. Because it's so wavy. Okay, so we got one, like, we got a strand right here. And then a little bit, like, right here. Good. Perfect. And now... like that. And then... and then we come down here. I think what I'm gonna do is just modify the hair a little bit. So it's like this. And then it kind of goes to about here. So... yeah, so this connects to about like here and then goes here. So we're gonna chop that off. And then we're gonna add a little piercing right there because she has one. And then a little bit of like that. Oh, she's kind of prettier when I do it. Just kind of realized that. And then also gonna kind of chop this down a little bit, because I think I made it a little on the big side. What I should have probably done was her jellyfish head. Because I did not do that. She also has like long... She has long hair. And then we'll sneak that there. I'm gonna kind of... Oh, no. I didn't realize I did all that work. And then I'm gonna add where it dips. And then just kind of go for it, and then I can fix it up later. Yeah, because it needs to be more down. So I think what I'm gonna do is, so it needs to be more down a bit. So I'm gonna start right here. And then just kind of go for it. And then we'll do that and that for like right now. I'm not a fan of like... I love the leggings, like the socks and being held up by the garter belt. I like that. The see-through skirt worries me a little bit, and the tank top, it's not doing it for me. Keep in mind, I'm also trying to do this while there's a giant speech bubble where the chest is. So I am kind of working on making sure that that is okay. And then as it gets closer to Sora, I want to redo the fingers. Actually, I'm gonna do the flip now, because I think the flip will help me immensely figure out how this works. And then like that. And then right here, because we want to put this here because, you know, it's supposed to be pressed up against the glass. And then, since the manga is, the other thing too is like, since the manga is on the black and white sky, because they have like a black and white thing going on. I'm gonna kind of do something. So we'll add the bunny ear right along here. And then the other one is supposed to be you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the ear first. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the ear first and then redo the whole thing. To make sure that I got this right. So I'm gonna go for the full sketch. And then go for the proper. I'm gonna take one of these Pokemon things. And then just like keep the book close to me. And then we're going to then so like that. I'm doing this side first because it's the side that I'm not super confident on. Because the other side is just hand with jellyfish. So this side I'm not 100% committed with yet. So I want to commit a little bit more to it. So like that, and then like that. I think what I need to do is, I think I need to do this. Because I think this is going to fix a lot of my problems that I am currently having. And then I'm gonna lift this up a bit more to about here. And then just kind of add a little bit for the nose. And then there we go. And then this way I can do this. So like that. And then from here, go all the way down. And then like that. And then just kind of add this right here. Like that. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. Where? I still don't know. But we're getting somewhere. And then so like that. And then we're gonna take her hair and we're gonna do that. Oh, whoops. Okay. I'm gonna have to hand do it myself. It's okay if it gets on the line art, it's fine. I'm gonna show you something really cool that you can do that It'd be really cool in any drawing that you do. Okay, so when you're done putting those lines in, fix it like so. Then take your eraser and just go like that. And then of course you can fix it as needed. So you can fix it like that. And then go back in like that. And then like that. And then if you feel like the actual line art is a little off, you can fix it like so. So it's gonna look like there's like an effect. And then just continue as usual. So, you know, again, like that. And then like that. Then like that. And then grab this color. And like I said, like that. Fill it in. Then come in. And like that. And then we also want some eyelashes. So again, that. And then add where it continues. Then clean the black line up. Just like that. And then just like completely like that. And then grab like that. I wanna do like a different outfit for her. Okay. Definitely want something elegant. I seriously can't believe. Use your password and log in with the Google feature? Yes. Okay, Pinterest. Oh my god. Pinterest. Yes. I I don't know why Pinterest is having an issue. Like, I'm seeing really funny pins and I want to see them and like save them because they're funny. And I'm having like a hard time trying to get Pinterest to just like function for longer than 5 seconds. Because it's like, you can now log into Pinterest with your Google account. That means your old password doesn't work. But I'm trying to hit got it, and it's, there we go. Oh my god. Ooh, Pinterest is having like a hard time with anything. And so I'm trying to find like a jellyfish. Ooh, Pinterest is having a hard time. There we go. Okay, Pinterest was having like a really hard time. But yeah, I'm just kind of seeing if there's like something that I can use that's like not AI. Like, there's one dress that's so AI, it's not even funny. Like, she kind of gives me like an emo vibe. I'm gonna try outfit. I'm gonna try jellyfish emo outfit. This, why does this feel like AI? This is so true. Somebody's just like, man, why do these AI ref sheets have to insist on literally using the exact same headshot multiple times? And I'm like, I don't really know. Ooh, there's a really cute galaxy. Apparently, jellyfish goth exists. See, I wasn't expecting much. Ooh, somebody made a jellyfish dress and it glows. Okay, I actually do really... What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna open up a bunch of pins and then just kind of like take what I like from them and then just kind of construct my own. I think that's the best way that I'm gonna have to get away with that. Because luckily, I'm only looking at the top part. There's this really cute galaxy dress. God, I'm having like a hard time figuring out what I want. Ooh, I might steal this because it's AI. But I'm gonna modify it a little bit. Oh, actually, no. Okay, it makes me wonder, what do I like about this? Because obviously I grabbed it. I kind of like the bag, so I think I'm gonna incorporate this shoulder bag that's like here. I think I need to put this here. And then just kind of like feed it under the hair like that. Okay, what's the other one I grabbed? Okay, the other one is kind of like an emo thing. So I'm gonna add her shoulder in. like that. And then so I think I want to put it like right here. I don't have like glass cleaner because that would probably be nice right now. I'll ask my mom if she can pick me up some from the store. Because Giant Tiger has them. And I've been needing them for a while. So I'm gonna ask my mom if she can pick me up some. So I'm gonna kind of go like that. And then something along the lines of like this. And then it's like this part is where the ear kind of comes from. So I'm gonna see if I can use the ear to kind of block some of the arm. And then this works too because then I only have to draw one tentacle. And then go here. And then like that. So I can get away with like that. Then I just want to kind of look over here as well. Maybe just kind of blend that there. And then like that. No, I feel like that's a little too high. There we go. That's a bit better. And then I'm also going to come over here and just add actually no, I'm not going to add that there. I'm going to be sneaky with it. that. I think I am gonna follow the Sora eyes. Because I think it'll just work out a lot better. Maybe. I kind of want to have her keep her actual eyes because I really like her actual eyes. Because I do like everything about her. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just kind of add a couple here that is not part of the manga. But I'm putting it there because I... Actually, no, that makes her look dirty. Never mind. There we go. And then just to kind of make my life a whole lot easier. Usually when I'm working on 2 sketches, what I'll do is I will just kind of like roughly go over and get rid of that. It won't get rid of everything, but it'll be good for kind of like what I needed to do. Okay, so next we're gonna do that. Oh man, I was doing so good until I wasn't. And then like that, and then here, whoops, and then like that, and then just kind of add things that was not in the original manga that I think should be there, like on my character. So like that. Okay, I need to look up this jellyfish. I need to make sure that I'm like doing this right. Is it moon jellies? Is it the moon jellies I'm thinking of? Maybe it wasn't the moon jellies I was thinking of. Or maybe I was. I can't tell. Well... Let me type in cute maybe it was the moon jellyfish. No! What is this one? I think this is the right one. Yeah, it was the cannonball jellyfish I was thinking of. Yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking of. Okay, so I gotta try and do this without messing up. So it was like this. Like that. And then it was like that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like the one jellyfish, and then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color it. And then when I color it, that's when I'm gonna... Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually color it now. So it's like a light blue. Okay, let me grab Studio Pen so it's a lot bigger colorization here. Am I gonna do shading? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do shading or not. I might. And then there's kind of like a bit here. And then like that. And then that. And then right into here. Like so. So I started getting back into Sonic Forces again. So that's been fun. I would like to get it on PC. So at some point I would love to get it on PC. And then just kind of play through it. Cause like I have it on PS5. Yeah, I am gonna try and add some shading to this. So I guess we are gonna shade this. Wasn't originally planning on shading for it, but you know what? We're gonna go for it. And then just because I want to be kind of special with it, I'm gonna add some like some dots on the top of it because it's a cannonball jellyfish and it is special. Alright, so we're gonna do this again. I can modify each layer as needed. So, alright, so we're gonna leave that one there. We're gonna take this one. We're gonna bring it down to here. And then what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm gonna take the hand. Actually, no. No, what am I doing? There we go. Yeah, we do this. Like that. Boom. And then we can add a little bit, whoops. Then we can add a little bit of the shading a bit more around the hands. And then we can kind of blend that in a little bit more. So like that. And then we grab this one. We're gonna put this one this way. And then we're gonna take this one and we're gonna put it this way. Whoops. And then take this one and put this one directly upside down. Then have it over here. And then this time it's going to be over here. So now we do like that. And now we go back to here. And we just kind of direct this way. We take this one. And then we kind of direct it that way. And then take this. And then put it here. And take the eraser. And to kind of go around here. And then go around for this like darker color right here. So that it's just kind of, yeah, there's, oh, it's so cute. Okay, now we're gonna put this here and we're gonna make it smaller. Because I want it to feel like it's an actual big tank. And so, because I want it to feel like a larger tank. I want it to feel like there's depth by having a lot of the smaller jellyfish just kind of chilling about. Okay, now we're going to take some of these and make them really small. But put them in areas that look like they need way more jellyfish than definitely needed. So like that. And then take this one. Oops. And then we'll put this like right there. And then look at what we have. And then like that. And then again, this time even tinier. Because I want this to be like a big jellyfish exhibit. And I just want to have like depth And I think the best way to do that is to make these things really small and tiny. I want this right between the fingers. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna put that right there. And then like that and that. And then this is where I'm gonna move this one. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it really tiny. And put it right here. Now we go all the way down to here. What? What? Okay. There we go. And then like that. I don't want to get it too much in her face where it blocks a lot of her features, but I definitely want it enough to where like you know you're looking at jellyfish. Okay. Oh, what? Oh my God, Paula. Okay, lie down, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one down here. Now I'm gonna put tinier ones in. Because again, we're gonna make it look like it is closer to the glass, and I can get away with having the smaller jellyfish. So I can do stuff like this and not run into the issue of it clogging jelly up. And then like that. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, I'm back. I had to hold a child. So we're gonna add a couple of these. Oh, hold on. Okay, back again. Okay, so. Alright, okay, so now we're gonna have to merge all of these down. And then, okay, so we merge these down. Then we add okay, gotta clean my screen again. So like that. And then blend them. here. Like so. Oh yeah, what I should also do too is that. So I can make sure I am doing this right. So like that, and then any of the artifacting I can clean up. Like that. I'm gonna add oh, I'm dumb. Here we go. And then add a bit of this because we want to kind of allude to the fact that it is there's light being shone onto her hands. I'm just gonna add a little bit on the tips of her fingers. So like that. I'm gonna add it to the tippy tips of her fingers. And then I'm going to grab a darker color. Because this is gonna be her having her fingers pressed up against the glass. Oh no, you don't. And like that, the door's closing. Because you have absolutely no reason. Got her. You should have seen her. She was just about to jump down the stairs. I opened my door, this was her. What that means like a goof. Okay. Night, Mom. Okay, I had to catch my dog before she proceeds to run downstairs. And then absolutely go nuts. She's pretty good at that. Huh. YouTube didn't notify my Discord. Weird. I'm just gonna do that, everybody. I'm not going to upload the last stream I did. Because the last stream I did, what ended up happening was I had lost power midstream, and then I was like, oh, do I start it up again? Well, I don't really want to start it up again, and then I lost it again, and I was like, okay, I'm glad I decided against it. So we're going to do that. The next thing I'm doing is that strip. Because I feel like that strip is kind of important to do, so I'm gonna do that strip. This weekend I'm gonna wash snow because I took snow with me to a park and dude got a little dirty. So I want to clean him up before my uncle's birthday. So next we're going to go right into here. Just like so. Because it'll be nice when the strip is in place. So then I don't have to worry about artifacting too much. What? And now, see, when I went to the aquarium, and also when I'm looking at like cannonball jellyfish, it's like a mixture, like every photo that I see is like in like a black. But I found one that's in like a blue. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to do this in a gradient, because it's like this blue, and then it gradually gets lighter the further down you go. So like that. And then a little bit lighter. It's kind of like the Titanic kind of ocean. That's kind of the vibes that I'm currently getting. Like, whoop. Like that. And then right in here. And then here. What did my friend send me? my god. Somebody made the no name me. That's funny. I love that. It's like hat for wearing. I actually have a couple. I have one of them. Which I think it says like no name. I got it in black, and it was like no name shirt for wearing. And I have another one that's like no name socks for your feet. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna kind of add some like dots in it. I'm gonna give some like white dots in it to kind of give like just kind of, you know, like water vibes, I guess. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna do this. And then right in here and right in here. Like that. And then I want to add a bit of light. And then we're gonna and then So we're gonna do the first part. And then we're gonna do a bit of this here. And because jelly is right here, and then I'm gonna make a separate layer for this part. And then go back up here real quick. I gotta find a photo that I did, because I did art for my friend. And then like that. Like that. And then put and then what I want to do too is I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna take painter's brush and I'm just no. Okay, maybe not that one. Definitely that. And then... Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna do this head bit first, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like this. And then like that. And then blur these two together. Like that. And then we're gonna go down to spray paint. Because I actually have the perfect spray paint for this. And then I'm gonna do like this. And then I'm gonna splatter I think this is working. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this in like a separate layer. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think I really like that. And then just kind of get like that. You know what? I think I'm just gonna hand do it. Yeah, I'm gonna just hand do it. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of do stuff like this. just kind of add some dots to it. And then like this halfway through. And then blend these two together. Whoopsie. And then like that. Then go under here. And then actually I should probably add the shading. And also the white dots on the top of the thing too, because I know for a fact I'm gonna end up forgetting at some point. Okay. And now... oh yeah, and the shading. So we're gonna take this color, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna take the painter's brush and just kinda brush it along the top of the head. And then just kind of blend it out a little bit.
10 minutes is a long time to be awake.
And then oops. So I want to try and do this in a way that's not going to affect any other part of the body. So I'm mainly wanting to work on the face at the moment. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to come in here, fix this up, clean up any issues. There we go. I knew I found something weird. Okay, and then like that. And then like that. And then add a bit of this around the cheeks. And then I definitely do like this this purple that's used as shading. I do really like that color. And so I'm probably going to be utilizing that this entire time. Just because I do actually really like the color it creates. And then this is for the nose. And then we're gonna blend this down. And then right in here. And just kind of add a bit of okay, so now I don't need that. So much work. Okay, so we're gonna do teeth, then a little bit of piercing, and then that, and then this is the whoopsie, and then this is the tongue. And then bring that closer. And bring this color back. And okay, cool. And then like that. There we go. I am gonna add. I am. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, need some more layers before I go ahead and so I'm actually just gonna do the whole rest of her chest because it's all gonna be all one color anyway. Because like the hair is gonna be like a bunch of different colors. And then like that. And then yeah, because like the problem is that she's already kind of white, so it's gonna be a little on the trickier side to get highlights in. So just like that. And then gonna clean up any artifacting and issues and whatnot. I don't know why I'm doing the black parts first. I think I just figured that it'd be easier to do it this way than doing it the other way. I'm not doing the stripes. I was gonna do the stripes, but nah. I don't have the patience for that. Like, don't get me wrong. I have patience. I just don't have patience to properly do it. So we're gonna add a bit here, a bit here, and a bit here. And then go down here. And then I know for a fact this is more on the gray side. Because it's supposed to be a reference to the Baja shark. Because I saw like this bag and I was like, this is Baja shark. This is just IKEA Baja shark. And then I was gonna do mint, but I don't think I'm gonna do mint. I do like this blue though. Okay, so we're gonna do so we're gonna do some of this highlight, some of this highlight, and then a little bit on the arm, a little bit down here, and then add a bit around the hand, and like here. And then in here. And now I'm gonna stick with this color. Because it's usually the shading bits anyway that's usually affected. And now we're gonna go straight for the ears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the shading first, and then I'm gonna go right into the kind of like the water waves that she has. So I'm gonna do her highlights and then her shades. And then go from there. And I'm also gonna save the art video too, and just do like a small snippet and just be like, "Yo, check out my my YouTube, 'cause the rest will be there." But yeah, so I reawakened a hyperfixation of mine. I don't know. I kind of, okay, how do I word this? So I was looking at like these Korean. There's this one channel that does like Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Singaporean, like snacks and foods. And like I don't know. I enjoy watching that stuff because it's like a mixture of like, oh, take a look at like these 20 or these 10 things I got. Let's try them out. And then like, and then after that, he'll eat it and just be like, oh, this is good, or no, I'm not really like that. So I was like, yeah. Okay, so now, but yeah, so like that led me down the Titanic rabbit hole. I don't know why. I don't remember how I got to that point, but I got to that point. So that point was very much that, which is kind of weird. And then like I went from then Titanic to Ocean Gate, which makes a whole lot of sense there, considering the whole implosion and trying to see the Titanic. So yeah, there was that. I'm gonna do her tentacle thing. So I'm gonna actually run the tentacle thing this way. And then because it's not the full thing and I don't have to gradient the two, which is fine by me. So I don't have to do the gradient on both of them. So it's just a matter of coming in here and filling this out like that. Voila. Bing bada boom. So, now all that's really left is the hair. Which she has this like really pretty hair. I do. I love her hair. Her hair is like so pretty. I can hear my dog aggressively digging at my mom's door. Like, no, you're not getting out. Like, she wants out because I think a lot of it is like she thinks she's gonna miss something. It's like, no, sweetie, you're not gonna miss anything. It's like, just go back to sleep and everything will be okay. Okay, so there we go. So there's her hair. And she's got these, like... in, like, different strands of her hair. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to make that work, so I'm going to use it as shading. So I'm going to use it as shading points. Because I think that would just kind of work out a whole lot better, in my opinion. And then I'm also going to introduce some pinks in here as well. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do these like blues. So this is like a really light purple that I'm doing. And then what I'm going to do is after So like that. And then I'm gonna grab these purples. Like so. I'm not even over there. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm not gonna put my art glove back on because I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to be running back to Mom's room again. So yeah, so I'm gonna merge these two colors together. And then when the shading just kind of like has that weird artifact, I'm gonna use this color to fill it instead of the shaded color. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think that's all the colorization that we really got going on here. Okay, I don't hear my dog, so I'm gonna put the glove back on. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. Is that a skunk I smell? Might be the starts of one. Alright. Ooh, this looks so cool. And then... Okay, and then I'm just gonna do that, and then come down here, and then like that. There we go. And then, okay, so like the aquarium that I went to is a little on the darker side. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this. And then just kind of like that. And then add, you know, just a little bit of light, you know, just a little bit. I think something like that. Ooh, I actually really like that. That's actually really pretty. Man, that's actually like really pretty. I'll take a screenshot of that. And then just like put it in here. Actually, no, I'll wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. Steam has their own controller now. But yeah, at some point I want to get Sonic Forces for a PC. Okay, let me put just chatting so that I can save it, because iPad is great and wants to expose everybody that I've actually talked to, and I'm not here for that. So I'm not down with that. Let me grab one of my other characters, because you know I got over 400 plus characters, so you know. Okay, hold on. I gotta catch my dog. Psyduck thought she could run down the stairs. But little did she know, she can't. Okay. I'm gonna have to quickly do a thing. But, no, feel free to say hi. I don't bite. Hard. I'm kidding. I'm just grabbing the ref info for, I have a Sonic OC that, I would like to So I have a Sonic OC that I randomly made from Sonic Forces, and I just want to get his images in so that I can do some images with him. So I would like to do that. So first and foremost is I am just copying and pasting his images from the game, and then what I'm going to do is, when I'm done doing that, I'm going to then draw him. He doesn't have a name or anything, so don't be shocked when you see that he in fact has no name. So yeah, don't be surprised. Like, he literally has no name or anything other than he's part of the Sonic Forces. That's all I really have for him. He has like nothing else going for him other than, oh yeah, he is in Sonic Forces. Other than he has Robo Hands, which I'm just gonna kind of treat it like Bonnie from the comics, because they had a character in the comics named Bonnie, and they kind of stopped using her when they kind of stopped using the Archie comics, I guess. was kind of like when they stopped. And so it's like, oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta move these. Because I realized the direction that I had this in was not a good direction. So, and the only reason why I still have the BRB screen is because I don't want to end up exposing any of my friends' names that does not want their names onto the YouTubes. So it's basically me protecting their privacy, because it would not be fair if I just kind of sat here, expose their names, and whatnot. So I didn't exactly feel, very comfy doing that. So hence why that is like that. But I will be bringing the stream back in a minute. So I'm doing just like a rough erase. I'm not really going to fix anything super much. But the reason as to why I was interested in doing anything Sonic Forces was because I found some images of an artist who I, for the life of me, have no idea how to find them again. And they didn't sign their art either, which kind of sucked. But like I even found my character's kid, because like they had a kid, and I ended up finding it. I know it's not all of them, but it's a good chunk of them, and I just wish I could find I just really wish I could like find who the artist was, cuz like there's even a drawing of Infinite and my character carrying a box, and it says FedEgg on it for FedEx. And I thought it was like the funniest thing. I was like, that is so funny and also so creative. Oh wait, hold on. Let me do BRB real quick, because yeah. Okay, there we go. This is not the character I'm talking about. I actually just made him today. I don't really, like I said, I don't really have much in the lore for him, other than possibly involved with Dr. Eggman. Because, like, I have, like, other characters, too. But I know I didn't have a bird character. And I knew I needed a bird character. So this was basically my chance of making said bird character. No, I'm gonna have him, like, angry. I can't remember what I named my wolf. That's the other problem, too. Is, like, I don't remember what I named her. I wish in Sonic Forces you could name your characters. Hello! Welcome! Don't question the username. I see, the thing is like, I knew it was you. That's what's funny, is like, I clued in immediately. I was like, yeah, that's Roji. And then you go and send me a meme. This hurts my neck. Looking at that photo, that like hurts my neck. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I also want to have excuse to draw Sonic characters. Because I have a couple that's not, like, involved in Sonic Forces, like, at all. Sonic Forces was such a good game. Like, I don't really care what anybody says. Like, Sonic Forces was such a good game. I really don't know why it flopped. I wouldn't say, like, it flopped. But, like, it definitely didn't do as good as promised. But, like I said, I honestly don't care. Because, the game was fun, Infinite was interesting. Kind of would have liked to see, Infinite have, a lot more screen time, than what he did. Like, the music was absolutely banger. Like, not really using the Chaos Emeralds was a really nice touch. And then just giving, even just like, in the comics, they literally gave Infinite a legitimate reason to absolutely go nuts and agree to work with Dr. Eggman. And it's like, yeah, most characters don't really have a reason for anything that they do. So it's just nice to see a character actually have a legitimate motive as to why he would be helping Dr. Eggman. And then on top of that, like, the perfect use of getting rid of Sonic to try and get away with half of what he's doing is so interesting to me. It's like, if only most of the enemies just did that. Like, why fight Sonic? Kidnap him. Take him in his sleep, you know? Like, dear God, do something. Like Eggman was somewhat smart in this game. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spend the entire stream talking about why Sonic Forces was like one of my favorite games. I will say the difficulty did ramp up kind of like near the end of the game. Specifically, one particular part, I think it was like the very last mission, I had like so much trouble with. But I would definitely like to play through the game again. But I wouldn't do it on 100%. I wouldn't do it on PlayStation. Because PlayStation has a habit of a lot of their games, they like block the scenes. So like people just kind of like miss out on a lot of the context, and it's kind of why I rather get my games on like Steam and whatnot, because I don't have to worry about the block screen garbage. So yeah, so there's kind of that. There we go. Okay, so like that, and then like that. Boom. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna like try and make the arms a little bit smaller, because they have the arms a little bit on the tinier side. So like that. I might leave this as a sketch. And then just kind of like color in kind of what needs to be colored. So get rid of that. And then I'm gonna make this just a tad bigger. Yeah, you're like the first viewer in like let's see here. You're like the first viewer in like the last 3 hours. So, how do you feel knowing that you were the first person to talk in like 3 hours? I have so many notifications on Telegram, it's not even... Sorry. I just read something really funny. That was so funny. Alright, so we're gonna... This is kind of giving Sonic vibes a bit. I'm gonna push the table up, or I guess counter? Table, counter, I don't know what this is. Um... Actually, I'm gonna re-change the hands a little bit. I gotta figure out how, like, the bird Sonic characters kind of open their mouths. Sonic the Hedgehog birds talking. Okay, I gotta look at Jet. Because Jet practically has the he has the face I need. I just need to figure out how his opening mouth works. I just okay, it's like slightly. And then there we go. And then just erase this line. Now I'm gonna actually replace one of the hands with a normal one. Because Sonic Forces, they won't let you do that. Which is really dumb. So, and I really want a character with not even like a robotic glove. Do something like that. Make it a little bit bulkier. And then clean it up. And you know what? Just because I think it would be really cool. Have him still wearing the glove. But it's just more on the robotic side. That looks like a bona fide Sonic character. And now I'm gonna just move this over just a smidge. And then tighten that up. Okay. I am going to end the stream here. Because I have done so much work. I have done a solid... So I've done a solid almost 4 hours. I'll probably either stream tomorrow or try to get a video out. But yeah, scan the QR code and it'll take you to my Linktree. Please. Also, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that good jazz. You know it. You know how it works. Y'all know how it does, how it goes, how it does. So, laters.